So my experience engaging with policymakers, so the way I see it is that policymakers need evidence from research or indeed from clinical practice or from research about clinical practice to make their policy. And my aim has been to create a conduit between the research and clinical activity to the policymaker so that the two can see each other. I would add that I think it's very easy for fantastic research and clinical practice, I'm putting those together because that's my expertise, to be happening in a university or an institution without policymakers being aware of what's going on. And so providing that bridge between the two is really fascinating for me. I've been lucky to be involved in a variety of roles recently that have helped to influence public policy, and the one I'm currently involved in is the British Society of Genetic Medicine and the Ethics Advisory Committee for Genomics England. And they've been really valuable ways of alerting policymakers, NHS England, the Department of Health, to the on-the-ground activity. So that's what I find really fascinating, to have one foot in the practice, the research that's happening on the ground, and then highlight the problems raised there to policymakers, point them to the research that's going on around that, and influence that debate through being on a national committee that brings together all the diverse activity that's relevant to the policymaker. So for me, that role has been incredibly valuable. It's given me insights that I didn't have before when I had even though I might have thought I had a national view of things, the role itself has given me an ability to provide the conduit between the policymaker and the research of the clinician. My advice to other academics thinking about policy engagement would be to do it as much as you possibly can. You'll find it really interesting and you'll be amazed by what you learn from it. I would suggest ask your colleagues, ask people in your field in what ways you can engage with policymakers. You'll find it mutually beneficial. It's good for you to get your research, your ideas, your innovation out there, and it's good for them to learn about what you're doing in a way that they otherwise wouldn't. So I would encourage people to do it as much as they possibly can.